Welcome. The Dirty Business of Healing. This print is from the late 17th century, and it raises an interesting question for me. The print represents a moment in the story in which Christ heals the blind from the Gospel of John. A narrative unfolds in time, one action following another as the story is told. A visual artist has to choose a particular moment to depict, and this choice says something about what the artist wants to highlight. In this case, the artist hasn't chosen the high point, the healing itself. The artist has chosen a brief moment during the lead up to the healing. This moment doesn't even merit a whole sentence in Scripture. It is half of a brief clause in a sentence that recounts several actions. Jesus spat on the ground and made clay from his saliva. Here, Jan van Oorley depicts the making of the clay, raising the question of the importance of preparation. 4 things stand out in this print that are worthy of note. First, Jesus is not depicted as a person of stature or power. He is shown scrunched up, contorted to make the clay for the man's eyes. He looks uncomfortable. Second, there's nothing bright or romantic in the sense that this hasn't been colored, either in the printing process or by hand. Third, the artist has used what we would call a wide-angled lens. The encounter between Jesus and the blind man blends into the city activity and takes up less than an eighth of the whole scene. The other 7/8 of the print depict the life and architecture of the city. The wide angle tends to invite an analytical approach to a scene rather than the emotional focus that one can get in a close-up. Finally, having chosen this moment in the story and the city emphasis, the artist is drawing the viewer's attention to the reality of the dirtiness of healing. Think about it. Jesus isn't mixing nice, rich riverside soil with his saliva. He's making clay with the dirt of a city street in the ancient world. Yuck. Healing, helping an ailing person to suffer less, is messy business. Of course, we can be conscious of that in the context of contemporary hospitals and nursing facilities, but it is easy to forget in the context of healing in everyday life. In our homes, in our workplaces, and in our cities, people are suffering from wounds, illnesses, traumas, and chronic ailments. So what does it mean to be a disciple of Christ? To have a hand in the healing care of our loved ones, friends, colleagues, and neighbors. Taking on the care of an ailing child, spouse, or parent is likely to mean uncomfortable contortions and dirty hands. Is the well-being of a loved one worth the discomfort and dirt? What about the well-being of a neighbor you don't know? Is that worth your discomfort and a bit of dirt? Thank you for watching. God bless.